Today, that was me.
Why are you kicking?
I wasn't kicking. I was hitting the little thingy. Anyhow, what you got to say today, lady?
Got sunshine?
You got sunlight? The sunlight's in my eyes.
Sunshine on a rainy day. I'm your sunshine on your rainy day. Or your cold day, or your cold week, or any other day too.
Yes.
Hot day.
Speaking of cold days, how many people went without power 2 or 3 weeks ago? I know we did, right? And how many of you were looking for a plan B for your power backup?
Yep.
And how many of you might have a generator that you had to start cranking up?
Yep.
And how many of you might have had another generator that was ran by natural gas?
Yep.
And how many of you heard that, our power system was literally seconds and minutes away from being blown out for months away? You're supposed to say yep.
Yep.
And so we say that because there's other resources for you to be able to utilize for you to be able to integrate.
There are?
Yes, there are. And we share with people all the time that, if I was right now was to give you a choice of how to listen to music, would you choose an 8-track? Would you choose a tape? Would you choose a CD? Would you choose an iPad? Or would you just choose, your phone and the applications that we have now? Most of you would generally say, I want the newest technology.
Mm-hmm.
And yet that is what solar power is being able to upgrade you to newer resources of energy.
Upgrade.
Right? And we say that because a lot of people are misconstrued of what solar power is and how it all works. And so that's really what we wanted to talk about today, was to give you guys some real information, especially for realtors, especially for title companies, especially for those that are in that particular industry, the construction industry, that are out there having these conversations more than ever. And why not be able to know just a little bit, right? To be able to help you have that educated, updated conversation, because a lot of people are misconstrued, just like in anything, just like in our health, just like in our finances, just like with working out. There's multiple different ways, but then we always find new ways and easier ways, and that's what you want.
Yes.
And why not use something that's free? Number one.
It is.
Why not use something that's not 100 years old? Why not use something that can literally help you put
something that's older. It's millions and billions and trillions years old.
Yes, absolutely. So, I mean, what were some of the myths that you had about solar power, at the very beginning?
That it was really expensive to operate.
Yep.
And that it was too expensive to purchase.
Yep.
Or actually, to be very honest, running a 12 months for free. So if you get solar right now, you will earn 12 months of free power.
And people don't realize that solar power...
How would you like to have a whole year of free power?
Yes. People don't realize that solar power prices have went down 80%.
Do you know solar's been around for 70 years?
60 years.
I thought it was like 66 or 67.
Put them a potato.
My point being, I rolled up. My bad.
Yeah.
We'll roll down. 60.
Anyhow.
60.
70. It's been around. Our satellites up in space, they run by solar power, right?
You know what else my other misconception about solar power is, I thought that you would then have to compensate. So what I mean by that is, if I went solar power, I wasn't going to have enough power to run everything. Or if I went solar power vehicle, it's not going to have enough horsepower. So, not bringing enough power, which really, you guys, that was probably my biggest myth that I busted was, hello, if you just took 1 hour of sunlight that was beamed on this whole entire earth, just 1 hour, it would power the entire world for a whole year.
Yeah.
Just 1 hour of sunlight on this earth can power the whole world for a year. And that really, really, really put things into perspective for me.
Yeah.
And I went, oh.
That's huge.
Because, hey, guess what? I did walk in going, solar power, who wants that? And da-da-da-da-da. But when you really start kind of checking it out and understanding why we need to be going towards solar power, here's another common myth that I want to bust. Because I see a lot of times there's a conversation that a lot of people feel that it's very divided. This conversation divides people into like a political spectrum. And that's not where we need to be thinking. And the reason why people
everybody
think
likes to save money.
Well, the reason why people tend to put it into that category and they label it is because of the fear of loss, the scarcity mindset. Now, that's not a bad thing. That's just how we all operate. That is human nature. But let me help educate just a little bit, because that's what we do, to open that bank of information so it builds your curiosity to actually go get the facts, right?
Yeah.
So here's what I want to say, is that when you actually take it all in and understand, the scarcity mentality is the fact of the fear of not having jobs and it taking people's jobs and livelihoods away. Now, look, in a corporate America standpoint, I do have people that are in the oil and gas business. And what I want to share is the oil and gas businesses and companies are starting to click into going, oh, we need to incorporate solar. And they're starting to see where the transition and the shift can happen and be made on a smooth transition. So here's what I'm sharing. What I'm sharing about that is that it's not going to leave anybody behind. It's actually going to create more jobs, if not equal jobs, if not more jobs for people. So it's going to make sure everybody's taken care of. Everybody's also being taken care of by what is being provided as a consumer. And it's also not cutting people out of their livelihoods. And that's really important, you guys. That's why we support it, because the sustainability of it. Yep. We want to make sure everybody's winning and not people that are very concerned about the transition. Last thing, and I'm going to pass back over to Mr. Jeff.
No, this is good.
Last thing is, if you are in the oil and gas industry, maybe a landman or maybe someone who does deal with energy trading and all that, please ping us. Please ping us. Yes, we are not any energy traders, but let me tell you what I can do. I do have contacts, and I do know a lot of energy traders, and they're trading solar. And I can put you in touch with these people and actually help you out and bridge that gap. And so at the end of the day,
stepping on our dog.
You did. And at the end of the day, what I want to say is the simple fact that we try to make sure no one gets left behind, because it's all, when the tide rises, all boats rise.
So back to the importance of solar power on the house. The solar power on the house is huge, right? Like Tara was talking about, was the misconceptions of solar power, is that a lot of people think that when you go solar power, you're completely off of the grid, and you are not. You still will receive solar power 24/7 a day. You are just literally converting the solar power. I know here in Houston where we live, our power comes all the way from Beaumont, right? And why not have a system that's on our roof that's going to capture the sun, that can turn that into electricity, where we then also provide power back to the grid. So a lot of people are misconcepted as well, that you're still connected to the grid, and actually you will be having the power company, CenterPoint, Reliant, whoever your actual power company, they will now be paying you money for providing power to the grid, because they are now being mandated to open up solar power farms, and your house would count. So that would save them, which is why the big thing that Tara was mentioning earlier, 12 months, no energy bill, right? If you go with solar power with us, literally 26% federal tax credit as well. Tax credit that you get going with solar power as well this year. Next year to go back down to 22%. So that's like going right now to go buy a brand new car, and the government says, know what? We're going to give you 26% down on your car payment. That's huge. You probably take advantage of that. Same thing goes for your house. The next huge thing also is we have a $500 cash upfront value that goes to you for installing the solar power. So there's a whole bunch of benefits that you get to add value to your home as well, where you're going to add $20,000 to $50,000 in value to your home. So there's benefit after benefit. And the overall thing of this is, check this out. It's literally exchanging one bill out for another. Right now, your average light bill is $150, $200. Some of you $300.
Some of you over 500 during
and
the
the
summer.
summertime's coming, right? A lot of us are about to get that little, that check for
That summertime.
$1,400, and your light bill's about to eat that up, especially with us being at home more. So why not upgrade your energy like you upgrade your phone? So I'll even give you another analogy. You're utilizing right now the first iPhone with your energy. And now there's an iPhone 12, iPhone 13, 14 that's out, and you're still sticking with the first iPhone. So just imagine that. And a lot of you wouldn't even much make it 2 series, let alone maybe 1. So that's why we encourage you, get the information, come get a free quote from us. Yep. We give free 3D quotes for just.
What's a 3D quote?
A 3D quote is literally where we take your actual light bill, old, recent, we just need a copy of it, and we'll go and give you a 3D image of your home, of a Google of application of how it looks. That's another myth that people have is, oh, it looks ugly on my home. Well, let me ask you this. And 10 years from now, when your light bill is 2 times more than what it is now, due to the fact just last year alone in Texas, bills went up 10%.
Could you imagine paying a light bill like from California? Like I saw a poor young lady the other day who was trying to find $1,200 to pay her light bill for that month. And she's like, real talk, I don't have anything plugged in.
Yeah.
I don't plug anything in unless I have to use it because I can't afford to have anything plugged into my apartment. I sit in the dark. I watch TV. Huge. She's like, I watch things off my phone and then plug my phone back up and then run the battery so I don't have to run on,
Yeah. So how many of you went without power if you lost power to your phone, right? When we had lost power. Your kids, when they lost power to the iPhone, how much of an issue was that? So please, we encourage you to check out our link. There's multiple information of why you should go solar. People don't say no to solar. People say no to what solar is or what they think it is and what they have to do. And so that's why we want to make sure that we can have the opportunity to educate you and give you the right information, right?
Yep.
And so the last thing also that we want to make sure,
solar.
Yeah, the last thing that we also want to make sure is that, hey, look, if you know a friend, if you know somebody that's been talking about solar, if you have somebody that has that conversation up where they're debating between a generator or debating between other things, please make sure that you come and you literally send them to us and we will take care of them. It's copy, paste, share. Okay. Yeah. If you want to share our information and be a good friend, share this video with anybody that you might know and tell them that you sent us. That's $1,000 to you. I don't know anybody that's turning down $1,000 right now.
And guess
especially
what?
In this time.
You don't even got to put no money up front.
No, not at all.
Because a lot of people, I want to debunk something.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, well, why do I need to put money up front if I'm going to earn money? Because let me break something down to you guys real quick, and I'm getting off topic.
Yep.
But that is an employee mindset. An employee mindset has a mindset that I should show up for free to earn money. That is the wrong thing. If you are going to go to work, please work for what you love to do.
And it's more than that. It's more than that. It's really giving back to the community.
And at the end of the day, what I was trying to make my point about was simply just take yourself out of that. If you want to own your own business, talk to us. We can help you. But if you just want to earn a referral, $1,000 smooth for a referral, there you go. We got either option.
Yes. And like I'm saying, right? You don't have to take the money.
No.
You can put this towards your best charity foundation. And at the end of the day, it's not if you're going to go solar. It's when you're going to go solar.
Yeah,
because that's
coming.
the big thing. You're going to go solar. Shell.
If GM
Exxon,
is going
GM,
to solar
Ford.
vehicles in 15 years, you can bet your house will be full solar in less than 15. Mark my words.
In California and some other countries, and some other states, should I say, not countries, some other states, you cannot build a home without solar power.
Yeah.
So a lot of you that travel overseas and go on vacation, you will see a lot of times that the rental places and the residents that you stay at are solar power. So why not be able to implement that technology at your own home to avoid the situations that we went through 3 weeks ago? So once again, right, go to You can go to thehellollc.com. You can go to the hello at Live Solar, right? Make sure I'm getting this right.
I'll make it real simple for y'all. Go to thehello.llc/capital hello. All capital.
Boom.
HELLO.
Boom.
Like jello.
And if you don't know what hello stands for helping everyone. I'm trying to get the background. Live life optimally. I was trying to get that background.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
don't
go
be
like
pointing.
this. You gotta go like this. Helping everyone live life optimally.
Yes. So, any other? Let me see. Is there any other things that I missed on here? I talked about the rates going up.
Remember,
hey.
whole year free power.
Yes. Also, hey, look, that's what I was getting to. Is that going solar power is really for the benefit for us all. For those of you that have children, for those of you that like fishing, I know it was a big eye opener for me when I realized that by 2050, there will be more plastic in the water than there will be actual fish.
Wow.
And so there's a lot of environmental studies and there's a lot of environmental things that are going to start impacting us all, regardless of what side of the totem pole you stand on. There's something recreational, there's something that you like to do, there's something that you like to eat, right? That is going to be impacted. And us Texans, we realized that just 3 weeks ago. All of our plants are gone. We also have our wellness side of our business as well that we have. That's Hello Wellness. If we don't start taking care of our atmosphere and our carbon monoxide, we're not going to have blueberries. We're not going to have ashwagandha. We're not going to have a lot of the things that we count on from a nutritional standpoint if we don't take care of the carbon monoxide. And that's important for us all. And I encourage us all to just go Google it, right? Go look.
Let me just say, y'all, I just was looking at the back of my legs and my checking out. I will say, I will happily wear shorts now because I don't have any cellulite on the back of my legs.
Because we've been running?
Well, that too. I have been working out.
Come on,
but
baby,
here's another thing. Here's the other thing, y'all. Before I actually got myself into the gym, and Mr. Jones can contest to this, taking collagen once or twice a day really, really, really helped the wrinkles that I had on my face and the cellulite that I had on the back of my legs that, it just happens. It shows up and you're like, where did that show up from? Well, it's because of your diet. So anyways, if you want to be able to check yourself out in the mirror like I just did and like what you see, hit me up.
Yep.
Let's talk.
Yep. So
go get yourself a free wellness assessment and you can find you some college.
Yep. So, hey, look, that's the great thing about it. Free wellness assessment, free live solar assessment as well. We are here to help you out.
And a free sunrise sample if you would like one.
Yeah. Juicing in the pouch, baby.
Juicing in the pouch.
Juicing in the pouch. So with that said, do you have anything else left?
Nope. Love.
Kindness.
Integrity.
Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Mr. Jones?